Hi, it's Ali here and I hope you're well. So today I want to talk to you about mindset, especially if you're suffering with stress, anxiety and overwhelm. And I'd like to talk to you about your mind in maybe a different way than you've actually thought about it in the past. And I'm going to use a word that you're going to think, oh dear, boring. But I want you to start thinking about your mind as a spreadsheet. Yeah, I know, I did warn you. But it is important because, like a spreadsheet, if we have a lot of negativity, a lot of debt in it, it's going to be a minus. But if we have a lot of positivity, a credit, then it's going to be in credit. And that's going to make a difference to how we see ourselves, our life, and feel about ourselves. So if we're putting a lot of negativity, a lot of things that aren't good for us into our mind bank, then it's going to be low and negative. If we put a lot of good things into it, it's going to increase our mind bank and we're going to be very positive and feel good about ourselves. So how do we do this? The first thing I would say is about our negativity, our self-talk. If you are berating yourself, if you're telling yourself that you're stupid, you can't do things, that you're not enough, that's going to make your mind balance low. So what I do instead, and I do love affirmations, I've said this before, but I do. Affirmations are so powerful. It counteracts the negativity that you're saying to yourself all the time. So start using affirmations. I am enough. I am strong. I am confident. Loads of things that really make you feel good about yourself, and say them to yourself over and over and over again. And I hear this over again and over and over again. I can't say that, Ali, because I'd be lying to myself. Well, guess what? You're lying to yourself already. You are more than enough. You can do these things, but you're telling yourself the negativity all the time that's lowering your mind bank, and it's low. Start using affirmations and you will start to believe what you're saying to yourself, and you will feel more confident. You will feel better about yourself. So that's the first thing that can make a massive difference to your mind bank. Stop the self-negative talk, start using affirmations and see how your mind bank grows. So the second thing is habits. If you're doing habits that are really not good for you, that you're doing the same things over and over again, you're eating the cake, you're not exercising, you're just existing, start taking tiny steps towards the things that you want to do. Because if we look at it and say, I want to lose a stone, and all we think about is losing that stone, we're not going to do it. It's going to be a minus in our mind bank because we're going to feel so rubbish about ourselves because we keep on failing. Start looking at, how can I lose the next pound? How can I lose the next £2? Tiny little steps. And the way I look at this is, if you had stairs in front of you with 10 steps and you're at the top of the stairs, would you go all the way down to the bottom of the stairs in one step from step 1 to 10? No, you'd fall over and you'd hurt yourself and you wouldn't do it again. But this is what you do over again every time you think about, I need to lose a stone or I need to run a 5k or whatever it is. You look at step 1 to 10, then you fell, then you put in minus in your mind bank, and then you don't do it. So every time you want to make a change, look at what the next step is. Think of those stairs. You only go one step at a time. And every time you take a step, it's a plus in your mind bank and you're going to feel better about yourself. So really start looking at how you can change your habits that you want to change one step at a time, and you will build that mind bank and you'll feel good about yourself. The next thing is if you feel stressed and overwhelmed. Because let's face it, the more that happens, the stronger it gets, the more minus in your mind bank, and you're going to not feel good about yourself. Instead, start using meditation and hypnosis. These things make such a difference to our mind bank. They're going to make us feel so good. So if you're someone that's highly stressed, start meditating. Because what happens is when we're stressed, our stress levels get higher and higher and higher until we explode. We will get angry or do something completely out of character. But if we have meditation, what happens is if our stress levels are here, we meditate, they go down. Then life happens, goes up a bit, and then it goes down. Without meditation, we just get more and more until we explode. So meditation is really, really important for a plus into our mind bank. And it's if you're highly anxious, using hypnosis to find out why you're anxious and letting go of what you're holding on to that you don't need will reduce your anxiety, and once again will actually add a plus to your mind bank and give you a much better quality of life and how you feel about yourself and the world around you. The next thing is our environment. Our environment is so important. Let's face it, if you go home every evening after work to a home that is cluttered, you can't find anything. It's noisy. You know, the curtains are drawn most of the time. It feels dark in there. You just don't want to go home. How is that helping you? How is that increasing your mind bank? It's not. It's a negativity, something that's been taken out of how you feel about yourself every single day. And it's the same with work. If you're in an environment that's not good, you're not seeing daylight, once again, that has a toll on you, that you start actually taking the money out of your mind bank, and it's a negativity thing that you just don't feel good, and you're not going to feel confident and happy. You're going to feel stressed and sad. So what can you do? Declutter your house. Make it an environment that you will love to go home to. It doesn't mean you have to spend a fortune on decorating and doing things differently. Just make a few small changes that allow you to go home and feel that it's your sanctuary, it's your place where you feel good about yourself. And go outside a lot more as well, especially in the summer. Get a bit of daylight and just go for a walk in nature. So important. It has been proven that walking in nature is really good for our mindset, and it really does fill our mind bank up. And it's the same at work. If you can't be near a window and you're stressed and you're working all the time, you need a break. Go out in your lunch hour and get some daylight. It's going to make you feel better. Making, once again, small changes within your environment can make a massive difference to your mind bank and how you feel about yourself. And then the final thing I want to talk about is the people you surround yourself with. Makes a big difference to how you feel about you, and it can take an awful lot out of your mind bank if you're around people that are very negative, that aren't very kind to you, and they just are so stressed they are draining any energy you have. So what do you do? First of all, you've got to look at, are they people that you need and have to have in your life, or are they people that you can let go of? If it's someone that's a relative that you really cannot get rid of in your life, change the way you communicate with them. Don't enable them to actually dump all their rubbish, stress, anxiety onto you, so you walk away feeling absolutely drained. Change the way you talk to them. Change the subject when they start dumping stuff onto you. If they keep on asking you to do things, if you don't want to do them, say no. Say, I'm not saying no to you as a person, I'm saying no to this situation. I haven't got time to do that. Change the way you communicate, because it will change the way they communicate with you. If it's someone that you can actually get rid of in your life, get rid of them in your life. You don't need them. You do not need them to drain your mind bank. And then start looking at people that you can have in your life that make you feel good. See those people more, talk to them more, and then add people from social media onto your list. Have people that make you feel good about yourself, or listen to an audiobook that is really empowering. You can change what you take in. It doesn't have to be someone in front of you. It can be someone online that really empowers you and makes you feel good about yourself. So remember, negativity, the way you talk to yourself, the habits you have, the stress that you feel and the anxiety, the environment that you're in, and the people around you. If they are all draining your money bank, you aren't going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel stressed, you're going to feel anxious, you're going to feel overwhelmed and just lack energy. So then what do you need to look at? You need to look at affirmations, powerful words that you tell yourself are going to make you feel really, really good. Take small steps. Every time you want to do something and change, take tiny steps, and every time you do it, celebrate and tell yourself how proud you are. This is really going to improve your mind bank and give you so much more positivity. Meditation and affirmations are so good at quieting the mind and really seeing yourself in a different light and letting go of the things you really don't need in life. Look at your environment. Make it work for you. Make it light, bright and easy for you. Somewhere that you'd like to be. And walk in nature, because that makes a massive difference to your mind bank. Really fills it up. And then finally, the people around you. Change the way you can communicate with the people that are negative and that are draining you. Get rid of people in your life that you do not need, but they're draining you. And then look online for people that can motivate you, make you feel good about yourself. Listen to some audiobooks that are empowering and make you feel good about yourself. Remember, think about your mind as a spreadsheet, and the more you put positivity in it, the better it'll be. And every time you do something that is negative and doesn't make you feel good about you, is taking money out of your mind bank. Be kind to you, look after your mind, and remember, what you put in, you get out. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos.